What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I'm here tonight with the review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This is season number 8. I think this is episode number 10, and it's titled To the Left. So you guys, without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and get right into the video. Wow, you guys, man, I can't believe we are on episode 10 of this season. Like, this is going by really fast. I'm actually really enjoying this season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It's better than it was last season. So, wow, I know we got like what? It's like at least like what? It's what, 13 episodes plus the reunion. I think that's what it usually is when it comes to Love and Hip Hop. 13 episodes plus a 2-part reunion. So, or maybe it's 14 plus a 2-part reunion. But either way it go, you guys, the season is actually starting to kind of wind down. So we'll be going into Hollywood pretty soon. Wow, Hollywood. Damn, but then Hollywood go by fast, and then we get stuck right back with New York and that dreaded and then Miami. But that's not what we're here to talk about tonight. We're here to talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So I want to start the episode with Kirk and Rashida. So we all know Kirk and Rashida got, you know, pressed Atlanta, the press store in Atlanta, the press store out here in Houston, down in Houston. And then they got pressed Atlanta online. So now they are looking to expand their business, which that's cool. I'm all about black people, expanding their businesses, support black owned businesses. And I would actually support Rashida and Kirk in business. Now, anything else? Absolutely wouldn't support them. I think that they just full of shit, to be quite honest with you. I just, really think they full of shit. But so they're opening up I think she said it's Frost Bistro or something. It's a bistro that they're opening up. So she's taking an idea from her good friend Candy, who has the OLG in Atlanta. So I guess they're at the location that the bistro is going to be at. They're talking about how they getting ready to go to Trinidad, and then Kelsey, Kirk's daughter, shows up. And, she was like, she wasn't able to get baby Cannon because he's sick. And then they were like, is he, sick, like he can't keep food down? Or is he flu sick? What kind of sick is he? And she was like, well, I'm just tired of being a go-between Cannon and my dad. And I definitely get it, because one, Cannon is not her son. So why does she have to be the mediator between those two? Like, it makes no sense whatsoever. And then, Rashida's like, Rashida got a phone call, and Rashida's like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the side, I'm gonna take this phone call, y'all talk about whatever y'all gotta talk about. So, again, Kelsey is just like, why is it that I have to be the one who is the go-between when it comes to you and Jasmine? And Kirk is like, he made he told Rashida that he would not be in direct contact with Jasmine. I'm like, but you slept with her. You had a whole baby with her, but you don't want to be in direct contact with her. Interesting. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I have a family member that, her baby daddy, they not on good terms with one another, and that's just because he's an asshole. His family is stupid as shit. So when it comes to them, getting their son from family to family, they actually go to the police station and have to do this stuff. So there are ways that Kirk could do this shit. You don't necessarily have to be in contact with her. Like you can use a mediator. It just doesn't have to be your daughter who's mediating this. And you should be in contact with this girl some kind of way to know what's going on with your son. Like, Kirk sounded so fucking stupid in that scene, talking about he told Rashida he wouldn't be in direct contact with her. Nigga, it's a little bit too late to try to hold back on having contact with her when you already stuck your dick in her and you had a baby with her. It's a little bit too late for that one. Don't you think, Kirk? Like, really, it's too fucking late for that shit. Like, fuck out of here. All right, so we're gonna go now to where the episode actually started out with. So we had Jock in the studio. He was in the studio with Messy Rib and with Spice. And can we talk about both of their fucking wigs? Like, Carly's wig was it was all right here. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then Spice's wig, the coloring, the blue, it looked like she took some blue dye and the scalp was all blue. I'm like, why do their wigs look so trash? So Jock is talking to Spice about her Black Hypocrisy EP, single, whatever it was. And, he was talking about how, she's just talking about how, she got some good feedback from it and that people were supportive of her. But then she also says, what, I didn't bleach my skin. What I did was I put some makeup on, which the makeup looked really bad, might I add. So then she's telling them, she's going to Africa, and then she was also invited to go to Trinidad. So, and she's like, with the Trinidad trip, they were all of her friends were invited. So they're all going, all expenses paid. I'm like, yep, you're going all expenses paid on Mona's dime. So she tells Carly that, I want you to host a trip. And, Jock says, what, I'm good on that. Like, I'm not going nowhere with her. And Spice is like, wait, why are you not going on the trip? And then, they turn the microphones off. So then he tells her, about the whole trip, that when they went to the cabins and what happened there about between Carly and his girl Kendra. So and let's just talk about this Black Hypocrisy thing. I got Spice's message, but she's talking about the Black Hypocrisy. But isn't it a little bit hypocritical that you don't wear your real hair, that you are wearing a blue fucking wig? Like, isn't that a little bit hypocritical that you're not? You want to empower people, and you want to talk about your skin tone, but shouldn't you also be saying, hey, yeah, I'm wearing a wig, a blue wig at that, and that, like, again, hypocrisy. But maybe she don't see it that way, but I do. Maybe she don't, and that's fine if she don't. It really is. Okay, so next, after the radio interview, we saw Jock. He went to see his girl Kendra. He took Kendra some lunch. So, Kendra is talking about the cabin trip, and she's just telling Jock, we talked about everything at the cabin. We left everything there, so all is good with the cabin trip. But hey, let's talk about this interview that I heard you doing with Spice and Carly. And on this interview, talking about a trip to Trinidad. She's like, don't you think we should go on that trip? He was like, no, we should not go on that trip. And she was like, why? He's like, remember the shit that just happened at the cabin with you and Carly? And Carly is going on this trip. She's like, that's fine. Like, I can be around Carly, and I don't have nothing to say I don't have nothing against her. I ain't got nothing to say to her. We can be cool and we can be cordial. Carly's a grown woman and I'm a grown woman. Carly is a grown ass bird is what she is. But if Kendra wants to take the high road, I don't think Carly's gonna take the high road, but A for effort. So Jock's like, what, since she cool with it and I'm cool with it, so we going to Trinidad. I'm like, okay, let's have fun with this one. All right, you guys. So the next scene that I'm gonna talk about is the scene that we saw with Scrap. So this is like in real time, because it just happened a few weeks ago on Easter weekend when Pastor Jamal Bryant and I know it was T.I., they raised $120,000 and they bailed out first time nonviolent offenders, and it's definitely a good look in the community. It just uplifts people and makes people be like, okay, we got support from the churches, and it's just a good thing, because I know when it comes down to nonviolent crimes, it's like possession of marijuana. What else could you have? Traffic tickets, just things that are they put, and especially my whole thing is when it comes to the marijuana thing, I hate that they put people in jail for that shit. Like, you got people out here who do far worse things. Like, you got people who are alcoholics who drink and drive, which they go to jail too. But you just got people out here who do far worse shit, but y'all want to put people behind bars for just having a little bit of weed on them. Like, that shit is stupid as fuck to me. And I really wish that, they would just, I wish every state would just legalize weed once and for all, and you wouldn't even have to deal with that shit. Like, I just really wish that would happen. I know that, at one point here in Texas, I know they had this website that you could go to try to help legalize marijuana, but I just don't ever see it happening in Texas. I really don't. I would like it if it does, but I just don't see that shit happening here. So then, Scrap and Jamal, they talking, and Scrap is talking about how since he got out of jail, he's on a whole different path now. He just wants to put his past behind him, which is definitely a good thing. And Jamal is telling him about a scripture in the Bible. I wasn't really paying attention. I wasn't really I wasn't really looking for a scripture in Love and Hip Hop. No offense, but I just wasn't expecting the scripture to come in Love and Hip Hop. So then we see Sierra's there, and Sierra is doing a makeup of some of the women there. And, then Akbar shows up, and Akbar, Sierra's telling Akbar that she wants to get Akbar, Tokyo, and Spice together, and she just wants them because she feels like with the whole situation that's going on between those three, that she's in the middle of it, and she just wants them to get together, squash the shit, and let it be done once and for all. And then Sierra also tells Akbar that she's having did she say stop the violence rally? I think that's what she said. I wasn't really 100% paying attention. I'm so sorry, but I really wasn't. So then, Akbar is talking about, her brothers are there. So and she's talking about Scrap and Sass. They the ones who invited her there. So then they come up, and, Sierra is introduced to them by Akbar. So then, Sass and Akbar leaving Sierra and Scrap to have a conversation with one another. And, they just talking to each other, getting to know one another. And then, Scrap is talking about how he was in prison for 3 years. And he was talking about how, his uncle, she's like, who's your uncle? He's like, the good guy. She said, Stevie J? He was like, yeah, he was like, he had the opportunity to help me get out of jail, but he didn't show up. And I'm like, oh, so y'all not cool with Stevie J no more? No? Okay. All right, so then we see this scene where Shay Mack, she goes to Shekinah's place. Shekinah says it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, okay, we're going to go with Mona's script that it's 3 o'clock in the morning, but I don't believe that. But just because Mona said it and it's in the script, we're going to go right along with it. So Shay Mack shows up to the, Shekinah's place and saying, girl, I was working, doing, working at a bar or whatever, and I go home, and when I get home and I get in bed, and I look in the bed, and girl, what do I find? I find a bunch of condoms. And she's like, girl, you found some condoms? Like, are you a made man using them condoms? She said, girl, no, we ain't using these damn condoms. Shit. We've been fucking raw. And, she kind of like, well, girl, what you gonna do? Like, you got to figure some shit out. Because first of all, bitch, you came over here and woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So you got to figure something out. So, like, what the fuck you gonna do? And it felt like she was trying to cheer her up, but her disposition was not very, bright or sunny. Like, I'm like, the way she was talking, I'm like, yeah, are you supposed to be cheering your friend up, or are you supposed to be putting her down? Like, because the way she kind of was just talking to her, I'm like, yeah, that's not very uplifting, cheering her up, making her feel good. Like, you supposed to be the type of friend that say, oh, bitch, you found some condoms in the bed? Bitch, are they your condoms? And she said, nah, bitch, they not my condoms. Ho, ho, ho. So it look like we finna play Inspector Gadget tonight and find out who he been fucking with. Actually, what bitch is 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna go back to sleep. You can stay here tonight if you want to. You ain't gotta go back home to that nigga. Like, stay right here. Sleep on my couch. You good. I'm gonna go get you some blankets, some pillows, whatever you need. You good. Wait a minute, you got the baby? Oh shit, girl. Go get the baby. Come back here, and y'all stay here for the night. And then tomorrow, it's Inspector Gadget on that ass. Like, I would have expected something like that from a friend, but not what Shekinah was doing. That one really, I just went like, okay, you're standing up for your friend. So then we see another scene where Shay Mack is packing up her shit, her and her daughter's stuff, and they leaving. And I was thinking to myself, like, so whose house is that? I mean, I know it's a house that Mona rented for y'all, but again, whose house is that? And why are you leaving? And why is he not leaving? Like, why you not pack? When she was packing the stuff up, I'm like, oh, she packing his shit up so he can go. Then she said, no, I'm packing me and my daughter up so we can go. I'm like, isn't that a little bit ass backwards? You packing your stuff up so you and your child can leave? No. So where y'all gonna stay at? Like, no. Pack his shit up. He gotta find somewhere to stay. I'm not even gonna just harp on that one. Not even. So then we see Shekinah. So Shekinah is getting ready to go to the studio where Tokyo and Made Men are. So when she gets to the studio, she asks him, like, say, bruh, who condoms are these? He was like, man, I don't even know who condoms are. She's like, so you don't know whose condoms these were, but they was in your house on your bed, in your bed, but you don't know whose condoms these are. He was like, nah, man, I don't know whose condoms these are. She's like, put that on your mama's grave. He's like, nah, I can't put that on my mama's grave. And then Shekinah's like, well, you know what, bruh? I got a secret for you. He was like, what? He was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, your girl, Shay, she moving out the house. He like, she moving out. She's like, yeah, nigga, she moving out. I just wanted to let you know she was moving out. And again, that whole scene just was confusing as hell. All right, so then we see Mimi. Mimi is at the glam shop with Tokyo, Sierra, and I forget whoever else was there with them. But, you know, Mimi's talking about this mess between Pooh and Carly. We're all getting sucked into it. And I'm like, nah, Mimi, you sucking yourself into that shit. Like, did nobody tell you to get involved with it? But again, this is part of Mimi's storyline. Because outside of this, Mimi wouldn't have had a storyline. So, for sake of storyline, we're just going to run along with it. So, you know, they sitting there, you know, they talking about the trip, you know, to the cabins, how Sierra not with BK no more, but then they see some flowers there and they're like, well, bitch, who the flowers from? She's like, well, they ain't from BK. They're from a secret admirer. And they're like, a secret admirer? Who you got a secret admirer? I'm like, oh my God. Please do not tell me that y'all finna try to do, which I saw it. I could read between the lines of this story. When we saw Sierra and Scrap meet up, I'm like, oh my God. How much of y'all want to bet they're going to try to make a storyline toward the end of the season between Scrap and Sierra? Oh my God, please do not do that. So then, you know, Sierra's talking about how, like I said, at the cabins, Carly told her about the thing with Pooh and BK in Cancun. And Sierra's like, but bitch, if you knew about this 7 months ago, why didn't you tell me about this 7 months ago? So she, like I said, she's done with BK. So then Mimi tells him about the cocktail party and how, you know, when Pooh was there, when Pooh and Carly were face to face, Pooh was serious. Pooh really wanted to apologize to Carly, but Carly on the other hand was not very receptive to it. And you know how they got into it, and then Pooh picked up a bar stool and tried to throw it at Carly. But you know, shout out to Roxanne, Forest Rocks, the Crazy 8-8s. They stepped in and they was, you know, like, not on my watch. So then, you know, Shekinah was being like messy. Like, now here's my thing. I get that, you know, y'all supposed to be girlfriends and whatnot, but you know, Mimi's not that cool with Shay Mack. For you to be sitting here to tell Shay Mack's business that, you know, she found condoms in her bed that were made men's, but her and made men don't have, you know, her and made men have unprotected sex. Like, I'm like, what kind of friend tells they friend's business like this? Like, how do you know Shay Mack wanted other people to know her business and girls that she might not necessarily be 100% cool with? Like, I know she cool with Tokyo. Yeah, she kind of was there. Like, how do you know she was cool with that shit? Like, I just found that kind of fucked up, if we being honest. So then, you know, Pooh shows up to the salon, and you know, she's showing up because she want to try to have a conversation with Sierra, and Sierra's like, bitch, why are you trying to have a conversation with me now after Carly said what she said? Now you're trying to do damage control at this point. And, you know, Sierra tells her, like, you know what, girl, you cannot be trusted, so I'm good on you. So then, you know, Sierra said to Pooh, like, girl, weren't you a whole ass stripper? She said, I was a stripper, but I wasn't a hoe. I'm thinking to myself, like, she didn't say you was a hoe. She called you a whole ass stripper. Like, and then, you know, Pooh was like, I don't even want BK. Like, I got a good man at home, hire him. And, you know, she was like, and then, you know, I think Sierra said something about, you know, if the roles were reversed. She's like, no hoe would get close to my man or something like that. And I'm like, well, damn. So you gonna sit here and call this girl a hoe in her face? And Mimi said the same thing, like, damn, bitch, you came here to try to make amends with her, but you gonna sit here and say a hoe. So then, you know, they get into it with her, with, Pooh, and Pooh leaves. And as Pooh's getting ready to leave, Tokyo takes something, I don't know what it was, but she took it and she threw it at her. And then she charged it. I'm like, well, god damn, I'm glad security got her out that door, because Tokyo would hurt her. just the way she ran at her like she was about to tackle the bitch, like she had to, like it was it was a football play, and she had to stop her up from getting to the end zone. Like, I'm about to tackle the shit out this bitch, like what. All right, so then next we see Pooh. So Pooh and Mimi, they are meeting up with one another, and Pooh just wants to know, like, Mimi, like, hey, you supposed to be my friend, like, as a friend, you didn't take up for me at the glam shop when they were trying to attack me. And Mimi was like, well, you know what? The reason why I didn't step in because I was not there when any of this stuff happened, so I don't know what to defend. And I'm like, for once, Mimi actually made some sense. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and defend something that I don't know is true or not. Like, I'm gonna stay my ass on the side of the fence and keep myself out of it. But again, like I said before, Mimi, this is her storyline, so she gotta involve herself in the bullshit some way, somehow. So then Pooh says, she feels like she's being hazed by the girls, and she's talking about how she misses Carly and how she wants to try again with Carly and apologize to her. And I'm like, how do you feel hazed when you have started all the drama so far? Everything that's happened with you, you started it. You started with Carly, unfortunately, and that's crazy to say that somebody started some drama with Carly. Messy Red, of all people, we saying that somebody started drama with her. Like, that's crazy as fuck to say somebody started some drama with messy ass Carly. So then, Mimi was like, okay, well, we all going to Trinidad. So I think as an olive branch, like, you should come to, you should come and try to extend an olive branch to Carly and try once again. And Pooh was like, you know what, I'm going to try that. So then we see Pooh and her husband, and my God, do they both have some strong ass fucking faces. Pooh's face is strong as shit, and then her husband's face is reminiscent of, knothead, when Martin had them knots all over his head. And I actually tweeted that. Like, it's just reminiscent of that shit. So actually, you know what? Like, when it comes down to it, I literally believe Carly when she says that nothing happened between her, Hiram, and Pooh. Like, I literally do believe that shit. So Hiram, he's telling Pooh that Carly called him, and Carly was just trying to get him to say that nothing ever happened between them. And he said, she was using her daughter, and she was like, she was using her daughter. So she had her daughter on the phone. He's like, well, I don't know who she had on the phone, but I just told her that nothing happened. And so I guess what he's trying to say is he lied, saying that nothing happened, but something actually happened. I don't really give a fuck. So then Pooh's like, you know what? Now I don't even know if I even want to go to Trinidad. And I'm like, who gives a fuck, to be quite honest with you? Like, I don't really care. So, let me backtrack just a little bit, since I talked about Hiram and Pooh in this conversation. So, we saw earlier, we saw Messy Red and Mo. So they moving into their new house. So, Mo asked Carly, he was like, so since we got this house, what you gonna do about your house? She was like, I'm gonna rent my house out. He was like, that ain't even right. Like, so I had to get rid of I had to sell my house, but you gonna keep yours and rent yours out? She was like, yeah, I want something so my daughter can have it, And he was like, I understand that, but we have to be landlords at that point, and it's so much with being a landlord. She's like, yeah, you know what, you're right about that. So then, Carly is telling him that she called Hiram, and Hiram said that nothing ever happened, but you know what, I recorded that conversation so you can hear it. And the conversation was kind of like, you could hear him say, nothing like that happened. And just go back to what he said, what I just said a few minutes ago about him. Like, I really do, honest to God, I do believe Carly. Like, I really do. So then, Carly and Mo are talking about this trip to Trinidad. And, he's talking about her going to Trinidad without him. She's like, well, you said you had to work, so what was I supposed to do? So, he's talking about he wants to set some ground rules with her about when they communicate. So basically, in a nutshell, what he wants her to do is he wants her to call him when she wakes up, when she goes to eat, when she goes to shit, when she goes to, take a piss, wash her ass, wash her face, brush her teeth, go to sleep. He wants her to call her all times of the day. He didn't say that and he didn't really say all that stuff, but that's just the vibe that you would get from him. Like, damn, you want her to FaceTime you every time she do something? Like, he wants her to text her when she, FaceTimes him before she gets ready to go change locations. Like, damn, nigga, are you her parole officer, her probation officer, something? Like, shit. I'd be like, nigga, no. I'm gonna call you when I wake up, and I'll call you when I get ready to go to sleep. That'll be about it. But in between that, fuck you. All right, you guys, and lastly, this meet up with Akbar, Tokyo, Sierra, and Spice. So we actually have Akbar, Tokyo, and Sierra sitting down. No Spice at this point. So Sierra's like, you know what? I just want y'all to get together, and I just want y'all to kind of squash the beef with each other. And Akbar once again has to say, I ain't got no beef with them. Well, if you ain't got no beef with them, where did all this shit come from, for real, for real? And Tokyo's like, I don't have no beef with her either, but we ain't friends. And that's cool. You ain't got to be friends, but where the beef coming from? And like I said, the beef is mostly on Akbar's side. Like, I really do want to like Akbar, but I actually do like Akbar, but I think she's immature when it comes to her reasoning and her thinking. Like, it's just stupid as shit. So then Spice shows up, and Spice sits down, and she's telling Akbar, she's like, I have a problem with the fact that you said I grew here and I flew here, and I flew here. And why she say I flew here? Because then Akbar says, well, did you fly Delta? And just like what Tokyo did, I died laughing. I'm like, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh at that, but that shit was funny. Did you fly Delta? And she's like, yeah, I actually did fly Delta. So then, Akbar starts calling her a bitch and everything. And she's like, you got to stop with the bitch. And I'm like, for real, you do really got to stop with the bitch. Like, you don't know her like that, but for you to sit here and call her a bitch. So then, Spice starts taking off her shoes, and the crazy 88s, once again, shout out to Roxanne, the crazy 88 step in, and they were like, we need your shoes. She's like, you're gonna take my shoes? They were like, yeah, bitch, we're gonna take your shoes because we don't know what you're gonna do. I mean, we saw you last week when you had your shoes off and you flew with your shoes in your hand. So yeah, girl, we just don't know what you're gonna do. So we're gonna take these shoes for safe measures. So so like I said, all those bitches, she kept calling her bitch, and Spice jumped at her, and security grabbed her, not gonna let her go nowhere. So then they sit her back down, and then she starts mocking her accent, and she's like, you're not gonna mock my accent, girl. Like, when she kept mocking her accent, then she jumped at her again. And then this time Akbar leaves, and Akbar's like, you know what, fuck you, and fuck you, Sierra. Sierra's like, fuck me? Like, girl, I ain't did shit to you. And that's once again the childish mentality that Akbar has. But you guys, that was Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to my channel, and also share the videos with your friends, family, and whoever else watched the shows. And I will see you guys later.